Hi friends, this is Vivek. I am the co-founder at BookingKoala. First of all, on behalf of my whole team, I'd like to thank each one of you for being such wonderful members of the ever-growing BookingKoala family. I'll also like to thank you for the constant words of encouragement that you have been sending our way throughout the year. It means a lot. Please keep doing so. Also, thank you for sending us such detailed feedback. It helps us to make the platform better and eventually serve you better. So now the reason I'm making today's video is basically to showcase to you the current features that we have been working on and also give you a roadmap as to what you can expect in the coming months. So without wasting any time, let me dive right in and show you the features, right? So let me quickly change the view of this. All right, cool. Yeah, so as you can see, we are in the merchant panel and it's a complete redesign, keeping in view the modern trends of the web design. And it doesn't mean that we have changed how the things are placed, but definitely enhanced in terms of the UI and UX experience. So you would see some subtle changes, and definitely I am hoping that you all like the new design. So the menu will be something like this, right? And now as you can see that I am on the calendar view, right? So earlier, let's say if I was in the day view, I had to actually click one by one, but now I can actually simply click here and I can actually go to a particular date. Even in the week view, let's say I am on a particular week, I want to change to the next week, I can simply click here and do that. Also, if I want to change the months, I can do that, not actually go one by one, which was obviously quite irritating. Secondly, we have introduced this filter over here. You can actually see the bookings based on their status. So the upcoming bookings will be blue, completed would be yellow, pink would be unassigned, and so on, right? This color scheme will definitely work if you don't have the colors for providers. Uh, if you have enabled the color for a provider, then these colors will not show, but definitely the filter will remain there. You can still filter them based on that. Now, right? One moment. Yeah. So if you a constant request was to actually make the calendar a lot more user friendly. So what we have done is basically if you click on any booking, a sidebar will pop up. Over here you can basically see the some essential details, booking details, and also you can perform some actions depending upon the status of the booking, right? So let's say this is an unassigned booking and I want to assign a provider. I simply click on this button and I can see all the providers available and I can assign it to someone, right? And this is done. This gets reloaded and the booking moves to the as an upcoming booking and it changes the color, right? Now, so let me show you once again. So this doesn't depend on the status. You will see all these details over here. All the buttons will be there depending upon the status, right? So for example, this is an upcoming booking. We can do what we want to do from here. There's also a breakup of the price and obviously all the details that you wished for, right? Uh, Now, if you observe closely, we have this section. Yes, this is the map view. So, yeah, basically, I was just testing. So, um, yeah, one second. So let me shift to actually the day view and see where we can find a booking. So yeah, I hope we have some bookings here. Oops, the address is wrong. So I guess this is uh, something different. Let me see if I have another account where I can show you the bookings. Hmm. Yeah, so this is some other address. All right, I guess we have some address for the this one, right? Okay, cool. So yeah, if I go to the map view, depending upon your locations, I was just testing for timeout, so like Chicago, New York, and all that. But obviously, if you have one booking, it will be zoomed in like this. So if you mouse over it, you will see the necessary details. And if you click on it, you will have that sidebar that I just showed you over here. So it's a reclaim, the price is 0, I can see the breakup and all the cool stuff, right? So yes, these are the two things. Then if I want to now, okay, let me show you the single step form, right? Uh, yes, that wait has also ended. So this is the merchant panel, right? So this is how a single step form will look like, right? Yeah, that's pretty much it. This totally depends upon what you are having in your store. So one thing I want to reiterate is that from the very beginning, we have been very conscious of how we want to build this platform. Obviously, there are some best practices that we all follow. But having said that, we feel that, and we truly believe this, that each business is unique and they have their own unique way of working, right? Business basically is our, like, we think that, more than the business, obviously people are different and everybody has their own way of working. So we didn't want the platform to restrict you in any way. And whenever we are trying to introduce a feature, sometimes it takes more time. The only reason behind it is that we want to make it such that everybody can use it, right? So coming back to this one step form, as you can see, I'll try to scroll it very slowly, but you can see this is a one step form, right? Obviously, you will notice all these UI improvements. These are also on the front end. So I'm showing you the back end as of now, but I'll shortly also show you the front end. So one good feature that we have introduced is that earlier when you were actually on the step 2 of the current forms, you had to come to step 1 for some change, and when you go back to the step 2, obviously things were like lost, right? So now that won't happen, especially if you are on the manual settings. We won't be resetting anything. Also, if you are, let's say, doing a form, right? Like I'm trying to do a booking. If I miss certain details, form will be intuitive enough to tell you what you have missed and scroll you up there, right? For example, in this case, I didn't fill any details, so it scrolled me up there. Similarly, rest of the details, if there are any mandatory details, it will scroll me up there. So let me quickly, let's say, add a customer. Now let me do save booking. It will scroll me to selection of a date, right? So if I click here, this calendar is also changed, right? Over here you would be noticing some things. I'll come to that a bit later, right? So yeah, this is basically the single step form. And now let me show you how you can set up this form, right? So let's say I am in form settings. One second. Yeah, so as you know, each form has their own settings. So what we have introduced over here is that you can choose whether you want a two-step form on the admin and a one-step form. We have kept the two-step form for now, and if none of you would be using it, we will get rid of this, but for now we are keeping it. Then on the customer end, you can choose whether you want a one-step, whether you want a two-step, whether you want a multi-step. So multi-step I will showcase to you a bit later. But right now it's essentially I'm showing you that you can control what your form would be on each panel differently. Like merchants can have one step, and maybe you can use a multi-step on the front end, right, for the customers. Now, another setting that I wanted to show you is that terms and condition. So let's say you have a form and you want some terms and condition to be mandatory for them to actually have a booking. You can actually do this, and a slight terms and condition box will be placed inside the form, which they will have to check mark, and then that can be this setting basically controls the terms and conditions, right? Now, if you scroll down, right now, form like the platform was rigid, that you have like the service category, frequency, pricing parameters are interdependent, right? Not many, like not everybody wants it that way, right? So now we have given a section per form wherein you can decide whether a variable is based on the frequency or a service category, right? Depending upon this setting, let's say if I have not made it dependent, so now if I am on the form and if I change something, right? Let's say I am on this one-step form on the like this is the in fact customer end. So if I change, let's say I have said that service category or like pricing parameter are not dependent upon the frequency. So if I change this, these won't reset, right? Because the system don't need to actually recalculate anything because they are not dependent. If you have make it dependent, depending upon your own choice, then the system will behave in that way, right? Now, since we are on this first step form from the customer end, I like to show you the summary scroll. So over here, you can see the summary scrolls, right? This again depends upon whether how you have set up the form, right? So all of this can be managed from the website builder. So let's say if you go to design forms, website builders and themes, you will land on something like this, right? Yeah, so you can actually choose book now, and a page like this will open. I have already opened it for you to make this, keep this video shorter. So let's say I'm on this form, right? So we have given this three settings. So customize, obviously you all know that I can actually customize it. We have introduced like really improved the website builder also. So if you see this, there will be tool settings, text settings and style settings. I can actually change whatever I want from here, depending upon whether I want to change the design or the content. Excuse me. The second two things that if you observe closely are the rearrange and the settings. So let me show you what rearrange means. So rearrange basically is what I was talking about earlier, that we are not going to restrict you as to how the form should behave or look in any which way. You have you will going forward, you will have the full control on how your form should be, right? So we are not made unlike other softwares where we give one form, two-step form or other step form and say that okay, this is the way it should load, right? It is up to you now. You decide which section goes in where. The only restriction would be that depending upon this section. So let's say if you have made it dependent, then this thing will show. One second. Yeah, this will show like you cannot drag drop because this is dependent upon this. Otherwise, you can simply drag and drop, right? So if you drag and drop like this, and then you have to click save, or you can, if you want to make it live, you have to click save and publish, right? Other thing is, if you want to see that what comes inside this section, you can simply mouse over this and you will be able to see. For example, this is tip, this is discount section, and the summary, right? This is a multi-step form. I would be showing you this to you shortly. I have just opened it earlier, so I'm showing you the back end of this. This would be similar for the one-step form as well. Now there's this tab called settings. If you scroll on, like click on it, you would be able to choose where should the customer go after the booking edition. So yes, there is a thank you page finally, and you can actually choose that, or you can even give your own custom URL and place your all necessary codes over there, right? This setting basically controls whether the summary would be scrollable or not. Please note the option will work when the summary is at the bottom. The reason so is that if the sidebar is long, the height of the sidebar becomes such that sometimes you are not able to scroll to the form, right? So this is the restriction we will have to go by in going forward as well. Yes, so this is it. And the codes, right? So what we have done is simply click on page settings. You will be able to control what kind of code you want to place where, right? Like this is very self-explanatory, so I won't be going into that. So apart from the Google Analytics, Facebook, if you want to put anything in the head, you can simply paste it over here and it would be tracking all the events that you are performing, right? As per your choice. So yeah, let me quickly check if I have showcased to you everything in this. Right, so form validation, yeah. So now another big part for this is that whether like a step ahead in this is that not everybody like the idea of making their customer enter the zip code, right? So what we have done ahead is, and like we have actually introduced this option, how you want to manage the location. So if you click no location, then as you noticed earlier when I was on this single step form, or for that matter this form as well, we do not ask the customers for the zip code anymore, right? So this is controlled by this setting. So whether you want it to be location based or not. So let's say you want it to be location based, then you already know what we are doing. Name based is basically if you want to group all the zip codes to, let's say, New York, and you don't want them to actually enter the zip code but choose the location, you can do that with this option. The moment you do, some more questions will pop up. You need to check like what are your preferences, and you can set the store accordingly, right? So yes, that is all for the one step form. Now not only this, some of the features like this will be all what I've explained up until now would be available in all the plans. Now I'm going to showcase to you some of the premium features that we would be launching, and those would be available only in the top plan, right? So this multi-step is something that will be available in the premium plan. What is multi-step? Let me show you. Yeah. So let's say you on a booking, like you are on a site, a person clicks on book now, they would land on a page like this. This is something that we feel would be a game changer as far as the booking conversion is goes. But obviously, when all of you use it and tell us, we can see if there are any improvements required, right? So I simply choose a service, I choose a frequency, right? Now I can, this is a step form basically, right? So I can choose this, and then I go to this. I can ask the customer like if they want to do a December, this is some cool animation going on here. And I will come to this discount in a bit. So if I click next, oh, okay, I need to choose a date. Then I need to pick some spots. Yeah. So yeah, this is pretty much it, wherein I need to enter the details. And as you see, I like enable this accept and term, and now this will also be available. Like the user needs to basically check this. They can actually see all the details here. There will be summary. If you have enabled it from the settings, we will be able to control whether to show the summary and all those things or not. So I was on this demo, right? Yeah. So as I was showing you, like coupon, booking summary and the card details. So if I basically scroll here, I can control whether to like do this or show this, the parking there, and I can simply click save and publish, and this will uh, change accordingly, right? The other thing is that if they want to, let's say, go back to any step, they simply need to click on this and they will be taken to that step. Okay, so yeah, this is a multi-step form. Now coming to another cool feature. So right now, mainly in the service industry, for example, in home cleaning, people tend to give only discount based on the frequency, right? Now, what we have introduced, and this too will be only available in the premium plan, is something called daily discounts, right? So if you actually go inside marketing and click on daily discount, you would be actually taken to a interface like this interface, wherein you can basically add day discounts or date discounts, right? So now if I, let's say, click $10, I want to give off on a Sunday, I can apply to this all this. This basically works similar to spots, so again something trying to make it user friendly and all. But then if I want to give discount on a particular date, and that too on a spot, I can simply go inside it, choose which industry it belongs to. Like if I choose this, a new tab will be added here, and I can separately give a discount for 8 a.m. for office cleaning, and similarly separately for 8 a.m. for home cleaning, right? So I can give this, and not only that, I can give it both in terms of fixed price and percentage. I hope you guys like that. So this is all that would be covered inside like this immediate upgrade that we would be launching very soon. And oh yeah, let me also show you the customer panel quickly. So let's say I'm on the customer end, right? I can simply, and all these features where, like if you are on a calendar or a map view, everything is available on the along with the, like if you go on the customer as well, right? So but if you go on the customer panel, let me go inside that, and one moment, it's loading. So yeah, this again is the pop-up for the rating pop-up. This has improved, as you can see. So would be the new layout for the customers, like your customers, right? So now if I go to your info, people would be able to view, download, print, all the invoice, whatever they wanted. All right, so this is it. And yeah, so this all we would be launching pretty soon. Coming to the things that we are also working for the future, and one of the things that we wanted to solve is the uh, hiring. We wanted to make a hiring portal and also a marketing portal, right? So we won't be charging anything extra. This again would be available. Both of them would be available in the premium plan. So let me show you. I mean, it's still under the development, but I'll still show you. So please excuse the design and everything as of now. So as you can see, we will have. So this would come. Let's say you are inside, right? This panel. So let's say if you want to, there will be something called campaign and there will be something called hiring. So firstly, let me show you the campaign. You click on it, you go to something like this, right? Where you can basically create your own campaign, and inside the website builder, there will be some short forms, those will be available. So you can place them on any page. Let's say you place them on the home page, and then when you come on this, your customer come on the booking and don't do a booking, everything will be tracked inside this, right? So you can select all the customers, right? By the way, I'll explain this further, but just to mention, since I saw gift card, I forgot to show you the gift card earlier. The gift card and the lead page is also going to have a thank you page, and you would be able to track them, right? So yeah, so coming back to this campaign, basically, let's say I want to create my own campaign. I can basically even use an automated campaign. I would be able to edit it. Obviously, if I go inside, like I can pause the whole campaign or pause them individually, and then I can even go inside any of them and let's say, yeah, so there will be some predefined layouts. We can even make your own things, right? So we can choose from the layouts. We are working on that so that you don't even need a designer in that sense. So then there will be, let's say, templates. If I want to, if we don't like the design, we will be able to drag and drop, all these things, and we will be able to make our own thing. Please excuse me with the design. This is still under development. I'll give you a tentative deadline as to what we can expect all of this. Yeah, so this is campaign. Right now it would be for the emails. Eventually we would also be giving it for the SMS, right? Now, as I told you that campaign, and the second thing I wanted to show you is the hiring portal. So let's say you are in the inside of the admin, you click on the hiring, you would come on something like this. So yeah, obviously you can make some forms, right? So this is again a complete onboarding solution for your hiring process, and we have tried to make it automated so that you can again use it. And the second thing, again, like making the hiring portal, we have also kept in mind the main idea that I told earlier. Basically, that we don't want, like, hiring even is something very dynamic, right? Each of you would be having something that is your own processes. So you can obviously make your own forms, add as many fields as you want, and then these will be coming to an onboarding table, right? Over here you can make your own funnels, right? So this process you can basically change, right? Like if you want to name it something else, you can do that. And let's say you want to add another step, you can basically add another column, and you would be able to introduce something in this. From here you would be able to schedule an interview, send email, like upload files, and whatnot. And secondly, we would be eventually having quizzes and contracts in this portal as well. But these would be launched after the first part of this portal has been launched, right? So yes, so like let's say you have this interview calendar wherein you can basically click on a person. You would have, let's say you can edit it, reject it, you can onboard them, you can schedule an interview, and if you like this candidate, you can simply do this create provider, and you can actually create the provider inside the uh, BookingKoala platform. You don't have to actually go inside over here and do add them again, right? Like add a team or an individual, right? So yeah, let me see if I have not covered something. This is a sheet I usually use. So one step drag drop this. Yeah. So I think I have covered. Obviously, there are so many more things, smaller things that you would be noticing once we push everything live. And the other thing is that I just wanted to let you know that we note each and everything that you, whether you send us over in email or the request feature or the Facebook, we have everything noted from each one of you. and this is just one sheet. You can see like there is so much going on here. So yeah, we are very much excited to share with you all of the stuff that we are building. Hope you guys like it. I would again request you to send us as much feedback as you can. Uh, I would also like to request if you can make it as detailed as possible. That really helps us to understand the requirement and actually saves us a lot of time in terms of meeting your expectation and delivering the exact feature that you are looking for. Also, like the best way to reach out to us for now is the support email. And if you want to have a like add a request, like request a feature, please use our request feature link on the website, which you already know. And because that helps us keep in track with all the things that you are requesting, and everybody can vote out, and it helps us actually prioritize what exactly you guys are like requesting, right? uh, yeah, so do let us know what do you think of all the features that I've explained. I really hope, and like all of my team really hopes that you all guys like this. And yeah, looking forward to your feedback. Please, thank you. Have a nice day. Thanks.